In April 1990, NASA launched a telescope that was supposed to change how humanity sees the universe. It cost over $1 billion. It took decades to build, and it promised something no telescope had ever delivered before: a clear, unobstructed view of deep space. Its name was Hubble, and almost immediately after launch, it failed. When Hubble reached orbit, scientists waited anxiously for the first images. These were supposed to be historic, sharper than anything seen from Earth. Instead, what arrived was shock. The images were blurry, not slightly imperfect, not good enough. They were fundamentally wrong. At first, engineers suspected software, then alignment, then calibration. But the truth was far worse. Hubble's main mirror, the heart of the telescope, had been ground incorrectly. The error was microscopic, just 2 microns, about 1/50th the width of a human hair. But in optics, that tiny mistake made the telescope nearly blind. NASA launched a billion-dollar telescope with a defective eye. The media exploded. Headlines mocked the agency. Politicians questioned NASA's competence. Late-night comedians turned Hubble into a joke. For the first time in years, public trust in space exploration collapsed. And NASA knew something terrifying. They could not replace Hubble. It was already in orbit, moving at over 27,000 kilometers per hour. There was no undo button. Either they fixed it in space, or Hubble would remain one of the most expensive failures in history. Engineers analyzed the flaw and realized something extraordinary. The mirror wasn't useless, it was predictable. If they could design corrective optics, essentially glasses for a telescope, Hubble could still work. But installing them would require astronauts performing the most complex repair mission ever attempted. In December 1993, NASA made a decision that could redefine the agency. They would send astronauts to fix Hubble by hand. 5 spacewalks over 11 days, hundreds of precise movements, each one performed in bulky gloves, moving at orbital speed. One mistake could destroy the telescope or kill the crew. When the Space Shuttle Endeavour launched, the world watched closely. This was not just a repair mission, it was NASA's reputation on the line. During the spacewalks, astronauts removed instruments the size of phone booths. They installed corrective optics with tolerances smaller than a millimeter. They worked in silence, floating above Earth, knowing that a dropped tool could drift away forever. After days of exhausting work, the final repair was complete. Now, all anyone could do was wait. Weeks later, Hubble sent back its first corrected image. A single photograph, and everything changed. The image was razor-sharp. Stars appeared as precise points of light. Galaxies stretched across the frame with impossible detail. Hubble was no longer blind. It was perfect. Over the next decades, Hubble transformed astronomy. It measured the age of the universe. It revealed galaxies billions of light years away. It showed us stellar nurseries, cosmic collisions, and deep space phenomena once thought unreachable. Some of the most famous images in human history, the pillars of creation, the ultra-deep field, came from a telescope that was once considered a disaster. Hubble didn't just change science, it changed how humanity sees itself. By pointing at what looked like an empty patch of sky and revealing thousands of galaxies, Hubble taught us something humbling. The universe is vast beyond imagination, and we are very, very small. Today, Hubble is still in orbit, still working, still sending back data decades beyond its planned lifespan. One day, it will finally go silent. Its orbit will decay, it will burn up in Earth's atmosphere.
but its legacy will never fade. Hubble proved that failure is not the opposite of progress. Sometimes failure is the doorway to it. It proved that humans can fix their mistakes, even when those mistakes are orbiting Earth at impossible speed. And most importantly, it reminded us that curiosity is worth the risk. If this story made you rethink failure, if it made you feel the scale of the universe, subscribe for more real space stories. Leave a comment and tell us, was fixing Hubble worth the risk?